What's good, man? No Mentor. This one gonna be probably a short video. Really just had this on my mind, I'm not gonna lie. Something I've really been kind of thinking about, especially as a thinker. It's like a way to move in life. You gotta just live. Being in that place at the right time, and it's like, not that things gonna come to you. Don't just stop doing what you're doing, expecting life to just throw everything at you based off what I'm gonna say. But take it as a real perspective. And this is a perspective from a thinker, like a true thinker. And understand all the barriers that I may see, or even obstacles that I may see in things that I want to do or achieve. You gotta really not be as hard on yourself and understand that if an opportunity came around and you didn't meet that opportunity when it came around, you're not gonna miss it. Stop looking at life as like an objective, Just look at life for what it is, especially when it throws shit in front of you. Following life objectively, now you can get shit done. You can be a person that has different marks, gets them done throughout the day or throughout the week, meeting your goals, because that's what you want to do. But looking at life as an objective where you feel like you need to be doing something, you need to be working out, you need to be getting a certain amount of money, you need to have a certain job, meeting certain standards that don't align with you, that's what I mean when I say don't live life objectively. If you're not doing nothing right now, that doesn't mean that you're just complete failure. Now, some people, yeah, but it's the idea when you stop looking at the things that you lay out in front of you as an objective and you start just living life and doing the things that you genuinely feel, those objectives that you may see as like things that may have held you back or barriers that may have held you back, you'll start to see them as tasks that you want to do. You'll get up and want to do those tasks every day because you'll find the enjoyments in your life. So now you're not trying to meet an expectation or a standard to say, I need to meet this objective and knock this out. Because at the end of the day, you're only going to stress yourself out. And then if you haven't got nothing done right now, then that's clear evidence that you're burning yourself out mentally. You're in your head too much. But honestly, that's what I really want to get off my head for real. Stop living life objectively and just live life. The things that are meant for you will come to you. Now, I'm not saying you're just going to sit around and wait for them to come to you. Find what it is that you can do and really be consistent at and just do it. Stop looking for an overall gain or something spontaneous to happen. It'll come, depending on the quality of your work and the consistency of what you do. But don't feel like you're not doing, don't feel like a failure because you're not doing nothing. Because I promise you there's people out there worse that are all right with where they're at and don't see a problem in the things that they may do or say. That's what you don't want to be like. The ones that aren't questioning their situation. There's always room to better yourself and whatever it is that you're going through. Don't ever feel like you're too good, perfect, or even too shit, honestly. Feel like you're drowning. Life is a genuine ocean. Even our oceans we ain't even looked into and fully discovered. Can kind of put that same view to life. You haven't discovered everything or found everything in life there is to find. You know what your goals are, your dreams. You know the things that have happened to you in life. So really look at those things, break them down, understand your position right now. Because there's always a way to better it, capitalize off it. And if you're in a great position, good position, don't be dumb. If you're just sitting stagnant, start doing something. Because that success comes from a consistency of something. You can't sit around doing nothing and expect something. But if you're doing something, you can expect growth. You get what you put in at the end of the day. Some people out here swimming. Everybody was put on this earth the same way. Now, circumstances, that's another thing. Everybody got different circumstances, different stories. A lot of people's stories have a lot of common things. But everybody got a different circumstance, different specific thing in their story. So don't put yourself down because you feel like maybe your story's not good enough, or maybe like your story's just unheard of. Because I promise there's somebody out there going through what you went through, if not worse, less worse. But also, people take things differently. People forget. People take things differently based off of whatever they've been through. Some people haven't even been through things to help them fathom what it is that they might be going through now. Vice versa. Some people been through things that makes things normal that's happening in their life now. So it's really about a person's circumstances, how they retain, how they react to certain things in their environment. All that plays a part. That's the part of factoring in being a thinker. You start to not live. Because then you look into all that. That's like, you gotta discern between understanding, analyzing people, and then figuring out what it is you're gonna do with your life. Because you don't want to spend your life worried about the next person, especially with everybody that you come across. It's another way to burn yourself out, trying to figure out the root problems to everybody else's problems and solve them. And you ain't even solved yours. The whole reason we're here is because we got problems that we need to solve. And you need to get on top of it. You don't want to expire and then you really don't feel like you did nothing. That's the key thing. You don't got forever. You got enough time. You know when your time is. So use every bit of it that you can now. Because some people aren't fortunate to even have maybe as much time as you do or freedom that you do. Whatever your case may be, that discipline, consistency. Stop placing so many objectives that you feel like you need to get done to meet an expectation. If it doesn't align with what you're trying to get done or with whatever goal you're trying to meet, you need to enjoy what you're doing to keep doing it, or you're just going to be torturing yourself. The idea behind freedom is doing what you love, real shit. Behind enjoyment of life comes to doing what you love. Some people like working the job that they work, so they get up every day, they never miss a day, they do their best at that job. Some people don't like working, so they get up every day, they do their best at whatever they do, whether it be selling a clothing brand, reselling items, whatever it may be. The idea is to break that barrier and stop looking at everything in life as an objective and just live. Find what makes you happy. Find what makes you want to do it. Find what gives you the drive and just do it. Everything else, responsibilities and stuff that you know you need to handle, I'm not saying stop handling those. Those are in the way. Some of those that might be something else that holds the person back. But it's not impossible to fix your income, do something on top of that. Because at the end of the day, you want more, you gotta put in more work. It ain't no way to sugarcoat it. It's hard. Never said it was easy, but that's where the fulfillment comes in. The fulfillment comes in because you did what a lot of people won't do, or you did what a lot of people around you won't do, and it worked. Things you did worked, no matter what it is that a person trying to put you down or give their story on how they tried it and failed. You could do it better. At the end of the day, letting go, dropping that objective mindset or viewpoint towards life, it helps free the mind because you genuinely start to look at what you're doing. Your end goal is that fulfillment, you know? You're not placing objectives in front of you, petty little goals that you feel like you need to meet to get that temporary fulfillment. Because that's really what that is. At the end of the day, that's what you're chasing. When you place so many things up in front of you, and I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and you burn yourself out. And now you're too tired to even really feel real fulfillment because you got to get up the next day and you need to do that same thing, those same objectives to feel that. And you reach a burnout point. Yeah, you could do that a few days, a few weeks, but how long could you do that? And to what end goal would doing those objectives really get you to? If you still have the empty feeling, you may feel empty, lonely, however you view it inside, and not letting that base your decisions on how you move, that's gonna help you, achieve your goal because it drops emotion. And when you're open and free-minded, I personally feel like you're open to just empathy and just the things around you, letting them more in because you understand that I don't need to soak everything in. I can listen, see what aligns with me, make my decision off that, and that be that, but not putting too much worry into it because you don't want to clog your mind up with just a bunch of noise if it's not pertaining to a goal or pertaining to building your character up or growing. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're on this earth, you're living, and that's what you're trying to achieve. So really understand that. Drop the objective mindset. Get on top of whatever it is that you want to do. Do it. Try and become the best at it. Whether you're playing a video game, you want to beat out the next man. Whether you're playing a sport, you want to be better than that person that you're matched up with. That drives a person every day to get better at what they're doing. And that's how you build your progress up. You have to keep repeating and doing that action to get better at whatever it is that you're doing. So don't give up just because you're not meeting a certain expectation or a statistic. Really, everybody's out here chasing algorithms and money. Really, it's out here. Just don't let that be your drive, because you will burn out. You gotta want to do what it is that you're doing, and you gotta love what it is that you're doing, because burnout is real.